Welcome everybody to the warehouse. I'm your host, Wilgus, and we've got a very special delivery for the warehouse. This is coming from an old friend of mine, and I'm looking this way because it's a giant transformer, and you all are going to transform your view on this next item. Here we have Cang Toys 01 for the Dinobots, the CT LONGYAN 01 Stegsarow. Ooh, the box is amazing. It says Trans Age up on top. Well, let's not even worry about that. Lots of very, very cool details and comic book-like art, from my opinion, on the front, along with an image of like the character on the other spine. This is going to be an amazing figure, and I cannot wait to unbox it and share it with all of you.
Be sure to support the channel at Gundamit.com or Showsy Store by typing Wilgus, W-I-L-G-U-S at the top. There are a ton of pre-orders, sale, and upcoming items available over at the website.
But without further ado, let's go ahead and open up this box. Alright, let's get you. If I'm not mistaken, that should connect in there like that. I don't know where these two go, but they will. Alright, but
Wait just a second. Articulation in the head, some pivoting in the shoulder, ratchet in the arm, this part tends to come off, so probably have to glue those, a double bend at the elbow, but it's a little tricky. Slight pivot on the wrist with a full 3 tightness right there in the arm. The shoulder can also rotate, and you can
arms can definitely go out pretty well. With the ratchet joints. Rotation on the waist, which is probably more so for the transformation, as well as a forward. Skirts have a ball joint that, when pushed out, can give you some more clearance. And the side skirt also has a weird kick-out portion, more for transformation, but that will allow you to fully kick out 90 degrees. And changing of some blades. So you got quite the range for kicks. But again, skirt can go out to the side, fully to the side. You have a double knee bend, which is a little tough to do, probably more for transformation. Okay. You do have the spines, which can pivot on the feet, shin I should say, and the foot itself can actually be pulled out a little bit more to reveal a hinge or a ball joint on the front and a ball joint on the back, which is articulated, and this portion is on a hinge, which is quite, oh my gosh, quite the hinge. So nice, just a little hard if you're trying to maneuver it one-handed. One part I'd like to say, because the backpack can seem like it's a little loose, right here on the back of the neck you have this portion which comes in originally a little bit down, but when you come out it has these small little peg holes which are going to be connected into the actual whip. And so once you bring them in, and once you've pushed that in, a pretty steady Stega. Yeah! Yeah! As for the backpack itself, articulation-wise, it's really just like the tail, so you do have a full-on whip-like kind of effect if you really wanted to bring everything in, which would look super weird, but definitely articulated enough to play with.
So let's get this rant out of the way. Initially, I did not like the transformation of the robot to Shin and then Shin to Stegosaurus mode. The parts that need to get moved and placed in need to be exact, perfect. The amount of area that you need for the clearance is difficult. I even put this thing down twice because I was too frustrated and I needed to calm down. But looking at the Stegosaurus mode, it is still gorgeous. Yeah, there's some open spaces and stuff, but overall articulation is great. It still feels hefty and it looks gorgeous. I know that the more that you do it, the easier it gets, and I've got a few experience with Cang toys before, so I'm sure the more that I watch some of the YouTube online videos, it's gonna be a lot easier. Now, that being said though, I still love the articulation, the physical look of it as it is in this robot, which is where I'm going to try to keep it once I have the space for it. And in a month or so, there should be a future release for the next in this line, which I'm excited for. Overall, fantastic. A little pricey. I'd give it maybe 7 out of 10 Wilguses. But you can still pick a copy up of yours over at Show Z Store, and be sure to use code Wilgus to support the channel. And thank you again all so much for coming on by and checking it out.